Hi beauties! Welcome back to the channel, and today's video is something that I've been promising you guys that I would be doing a long time ago, and then finally I've had the time to do this. So it's a review on the Urban Decay electric palette, which came out a couple of months ago. I am in love with it. It has lots of beautiful colors. So let's dig right in, chicas. This is the packaging of the Urban Decay electric palette. As you can see, it's very colorful, very beautiful. And it features here, it has a huge mirror, and it has 10 different colors, as you can see here. This yellowish greenish color is Thrash, and it's a sparkly color, has a bit of shimmer to it. Then there is the green one that is called Freak, and it's a shimmer. Urban, which is a purple, and it has like some undertones of a little bit of blue, a blue undertone purple, and it's called Urban, and it's very beautiful, very sparkly. Then Jilted is also a shimmer, and it has kind of like a holographic kind of shine to it, and it's like a magenta. And then there's Chaos, which is a blue, and it's a matte color in the palette. Here we have Fringe, which is one of my favorite colors, and I love it. It's kind of like a peacocky blue, and it's a shimmer as well. Then Savage, which is the pink, bright fuchsia pink, very beautiful. I love it, and you know, as pink is my favorite color. Then there is Slow Burn, which is the kind of an orange, red-orange color, and it has a bit of a shimmer to it. The Savage one is matte. And then here we have Gonzo, and Gonzo is a blue sparkly color. It's like a very beautiful sky blue color. And then last but not least, we have the silver color, which is a Revolt, which is not really like an electric color, but it kind of ties some of the different colors together. So yeah, and it also comes with a brush that's double-ended. Let me take it out for you guys so you can see. There is a larger end on it on this side, and then there's a shorter, denser side. And it, which is nice that it comes with a brush, like most of the Urban Decay palettes do. And yeah, I'm really in love with it. It features a huge mirror, as you can see here at the bottom. And the colors are hugely pigmented. They're amazing. And they just blend beautifully together. It's not like you have to like really work at it or anything for them to like mix together. The pigmentation is spot on. It's beautiful. So let me just show you two samples of swatches. I have the swatches without a primer and the swatches with primer. So let's get started on that. Here you could see the ones without any primer, and you could see that they're so pigmented. I only had to like swipe my finger one time inside of each color and then drag it on my arm, and this is the kind of color payoff that it had. And you could see that they're all very beautiful. And we're gonna go through the names of these so you guys can see the colors on the skin. This one is Revolt, Gonzo, Slow Burn, Savage, Fringe, Chaos, Jilted, Urban, Freak, and last but not least we have Thrash. And now I'm going to show you my other arm that I have the same colors with a here with the primer, and they do look a little bit more bright, but it's not a huge difference. As you can see, they're very pigmented with or without the primer, though the colors show up a little bit more true with the primer. And we'll start again over here with Revolt, Gonzo, Revolt, Gonzo, Slow Burn, Savage, Fringe, Chaos, Jilted, Urban, Freak, and Thrash. And as you could see again, the colors look about the same on both of my arms. They're a little bit more pigmented on the side that has the primer. So we're gonna just go through a little bit what about 5 pros and 5 cons of the product. So let's start with the pros. The packaging, like I said previously, it's amazing. It's very hard. It's heavy. It doesn't feel cheap at all. Has like a magnetic closure, and it also comes with a brush. And as usual, the huge mirror, like I said before, a huge mirror. And then the colors are pretty large. Each of the pods has 10. They're 0.04 ounce, so it's gonna last you a long time. They're really awesome. The size is like about the size of a quarter of each of these of each of the pods. of colors. So the packaging is amazing, like I said. Then, you know, like I said, there's a brush that would be number 2. That it has a dual-ended brush, which is super soft, and it's very cute because it's purple to match with like the palette and everything, and it's very ergonomic. So that's number 2. And then 3 would be the color payoff true, as the same color that's inside of the package. And then also the variety of colors would be number 5, because I thought that the different colors that they chose for this palette were very beautiful. They all complement each other, and it's just amazing. One of the cons is the price. The price is a little bit out there. It's $49.99, but I think it's worth it because it comes with a brush, and it does have 10 colors, and the packaging is really amazing. And then you also have the warranty of the Urban Decay brand, that you know that is going to be a great product. So, you know, it is a con because it's kind of expensive and you kind of have to invest in it, but I think it's a product that's worth it. Also, some of the colors are not meant for the eyes. I'm not sure if you guys have seen that on YouTube and on the internet, on Google and stuff. If you Google that they say that some of the colors are not meant for eyes because they stain the eyes. It would be any of the colors that have like the red undertone. So it would be like maybe this over here, the color Savage, the color Slow Burn, and Jilted, and even maybe Urban. Any of them that have the red undertone are kind of staining to the eyes. I didn't really experience that because I guess it's if you're like if you're a little bit more fair skinned, then you might experience that. But I guess since I'm not fair skinned, it didn't happen for me at all. I've been playing with the palette for a while and I've used all of the colors. And yeah, and I have very sensitive eyelids and skin, so you know, if it had some like allergic reaction to that, I haven't experienced that at all. But if you are fair skin, maybe you might have some staining. My suggestion to you would be to put on like a primer, or put on a couple of layers of primer, or even prep your eye with first, you know, like some concealer, then powder, and then put the primer on, and then use the palette, and I think you should be fine. Also, it does have some fallout. Colors that are matte are, you know, like more prone to that, even though I see that Thrash has a lot of fallout, Slow Burn has a lot of fallout, Savage has a lot of fallout, and Chaos are the ones that I've noticed that have the most, and also Freak. Those are the colors that I feel have a lot of fallout, and it makes the palette a little bit messy to work with sometimes, but overall I think it's fine. And then also lastly, it's not for everyone. So like if you're a person that only, you know, does makeup sometimes, I don't think that you should purchase this palette because it's very loud, it's very colorful. And if you're the type of person that only does their makeup once in a blue, and you're more of like a, you know, like a traditional person, then, you know, I'd stick to the Naked palettes because those are going to be more useful to you. But, you know, overall, I mean, since I love colors and lots of different things like that, that's why I decided to pick it up. So, you know, just go through an overview of all the features. The price, like I said, was $49.99, and you can purchase it at Sephora. You can only purchase it at Sephora and UrbanDecay.com. Also, like, I'm sure you could purchase it like on beauty.com as well. Any place online, I'm sure they have it. You have to, that's one of the, also the cons, that you can't find it everywhere. So just like if you have a Sephora close to you, or if not, then you know, you can always order it online. But I always like to play with products, so before I purchase them. So I recommend for you to go to the Sephora and play with it and use it, and then decide if you want to buy it or not. And then yeah, so now I'm gonna leave you guys with the tutorial. Please let me know your comments below if you have it, or if you're thinking about buying it. Let me know if you want me to do anything else on a different type of look. And let's get started. So now let's get started on the makeup tutorial. Prep your eyes using an eyeshadow primer and extend all the way up to your brow bone using your fingers, and also add some on your lower lash line so we can add some color here. And let's move on to our palette, starting off with, we're going to use the color Freak from the inner corner to the inner thirds of the eye. And now we're going to continue with the color Fringe, and we're going to place this color from the middle to the outer thirds of the eye. And then last but not least, we're going to be using Urban on the outer corners of the eye and extend it upwards, kind of tracing your hollows of your eyes with the brush with the color Urban. And then just blend it all out until it looks kind of homogeneous. and there are no harsh cuts. Next, we're gonna go in with the color Jilted, and we're gonna place that above the Urban and kind of blend together to create like a nice hue. Then we're gonna go in with the color Savage. I'm just gonna place that right in front of the Jilted color and kind of blend together. Then go in with the color Chaos, and we're just gonna pop that right next to the color Fringe. And then now I'm gonna just highlight my brow bone using the Naked palette, the Naked Basics. You can choose whichever color kind of suits your skin that has no shimmer. And then I'm going to be using the shimmery shade here in the inner corner of the eye just to highlight this corner. Kind of blend the green from the palette as well. And then you're going to line your eyes first green on the inner corners towards the inner third. And then after that, go with the blue and just use this on the next part of the eye. And then last but not least, use a purple eyeliner at the end. You could skip this step and just use shadow for that. But I like to give it some more color, so I'm doing it this way. Yeah, and these are all NYX pencils. Then line your inner waterline using a black liner. And this one is from NARS. And then we're going to be just going over all of the colors that we just placed on the pencil with shadow from the electric palette to match it. So like the green, we'll be using the color that we placed, Freak, and then Fringe, and then last but not least Urban and the outer corners of the eye. So just continue doing that. Now we're gonna use a black liner to line the lash line. I'm using this one from Marc Jacobs, which I highly recommend. It's really good. And just keep the line close to your lashes. And now just clean up around the eye using some concealer. I'm using this one on a brush just to be a little bit more precise. Seal in that previous step using some pressed powder or loose powder if you prefer. A pair of falsies really pulls the look together, so I applied mine already and I'm just going to touch up the liner after applying the lashes. And now I'm going to just merge my lashes and the falsies together using some mascara. Use any of your choice. Now we're gonna add some color to our cheekbones, and I'm using this one from MAC, which is a very soft color that doesn't give too much of a tint to our cheeks. And then I'm going to go in with Hourglass's Ambient palette for some highlighter, which is very also a natural looking highlight. It doesn't give too much color or shimmer, but it really definitely gives the cheekbones a lift. And now I'm just gonna use my baby lips in the purple one from the summer palette of last year. And then I'm gonna go in with a light pink lipstick just to tie the look together. And then last but not least, optionally, you can use some gloss. I'm gonna be using this tone from Chanel, and just to give that last pop of color. So loves, here's a finished look. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and review. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Bye!